10 African teams at the 2026 World Cup. A record. Morocco made the semi-final in Qatar, and their odds have already tightened. Bet against this continent if you dare. The market may be making a very expensive mistake. The 2026 World Cup will feature 10 African teams, a number never seen before on football's biggest stage. FIFA's expanded 48-team format has opened the door, but it is the quality and depth of these 10 qualifiers that demands attention. Names like Senegal, Morocco, Egypt, Ghana, Algeria, South Africa, Tunisia, Ivory Coast, and Cape Verde are locked in, confirmed by CAF and widely reported across global sports media. This is not a token increase, it is a seismic shift in tournament dynamics. For the first time, African representation reaches double digits, instantly raising the statistical likelihood of a deep run. The allocation is official, 10 direct slots, no playoffs, no caveats. Every bookmaker and analyst now faces a new equation. The presence of 10 African sides does not just boost the continent's visibility, it multiplies its chances of producing a knockout stage disruptor. With this scale, the market's old models are under pressure. The odds board is about to feel it. Bookmakers have set their stall for the 2026 World Cup, and the numbers are unambiguous. Morocco, the continent's headline act, has seen its outright odds contract from 60-1 to 50-1 in the weeks leading up to the tournament. That price movement, confirmed on both Bet365 and William Hill, signals a recalibration after the Atlas Lions semi-final breakthrough in 2022. Yet even with that historic run, the market still places Morocco below the tournament's inner circle of favorites. Senegal, the reigning Africa Cup of Nations champions, stand at 125-1. Ivory Coast, drawn into Group E with Germany, is quoted at 200-1 to win the tournament outright and 13-2 to top their group, reflecting both the challenge and the upside in a field with broader pathways. Ghana and Egypt round out the main African odds at 250-1 and 300-1 respectively. These figures are not just numbers, they are a direct reflection of how the market rates African squads against global heavyweights. The odds board, timestamped and sourced from regulated operators, lays out the current reality. African teams are still priced as outsiders, but the movement is real and the value is visible for those willing to look past old assumptions. Morocco, Senegal, and Ivory Coast headline Africa's Challenge in 2026, and the numbers back their billing. Morocco's outright odds have shifted from 60-1 to 50-1 since the semi-final in Qatar, a clear reaction from bookmakers to a squad built around elite European talent. Achraf Hakimi remains a mainstay at Paris Saint-Germain, offering pace and discipline on the right. Noussair Mazraoui brings tactical range, while midfield and forward lines are stacked with Champions League experience. This is not a team priced on hope, but on recent, measurable achievement. Senegal enters as reigning Africa Cup of Nations champions, led by Sadio Mane and Kalidou Koulibaly, both tested at the highest club level. Their defensive record and tournament pedigree are reflected in outright odds of 125-1. But that number ignores their proven ability to navigate high-pressure knockout games. Ivory Coast, meanwhile, finds itself in Group E with Germany, yet bookmakers post them at 13-2 odds to win the group. The market sees risk, the squad sees opportunity. With depth across the pitch and a qualifying campaign that signaled intent, the elephants are built for volatility and upside. This trio is not just Africa's best, they are undervalued assets in a market slow to adapt. Ghana enters 2026 with a core built for disruption. The Black Stars are younger than most, yet several starters have already logged minutes in top 5 European leagues. Their qualifying campaign was marked by pace and transition play, with a midfield anchored by rising talents from League One and the Bundesliga. Market odds at 250-1 reflect the volatility, but Ghana's knockout pedigree, quarterfinalists in 2010, remains a live threat in a group where one upset can flip the script. Egypt, meanwhile, brings tournament leadership and a proven focal point in Mohamed Salah. The Liverpool forward captains a squad that topped its qualifying group with 26 points and a plus 18 goal difference. At 300 to 1, Egypt is priced as an outsider, but their defensive structure and ability to grind results in high-pressure fixtures have delivered consistent AFCON success. Salah's presence alone forces bookmakers to adjust, especially in tight group scenarios. Algeria rounds out the trio with a tactical system built for tournament football. Riyad Mahrez returns for a second World Cup, joined by a generation of dual nationality players who add depth and technical quality. Algeria's recent friendlies have showcased a pressing scheme that unsettles more established sides. Odds remain long, but the squad's blend of experience and adaptability makes them a credible wildcard. Together, these teams expand Africa's threat profile far beyond the headline acts. Aggregate the implied probabilities across all 10 African qualifiers, and the number lands near 6%, a figure that outpaces any previous cycle. The 48-team expansion does not just add more names, it mathematically lifts the continent's collective chance of a semi-finalist or better. Bookmakers still quote Morocco at 50 to 1, Senegal at 125 to 1, and Ivory Coast at 13 to 2 to win Group E, but these prices lag behind both squad strength and historical performance. Since 1990, Africa has delivered a quarter-finalist or deeper in 4 of the last 9 tournaments, including Morocco's 2022 semi-final. The trend and the numbers converge. The market's model is overdue for an update. The market's inefficiency is glaring. Morocco at 50 to 1 for a deep run, Senegal each way at 125 to 1, Ivory Coast 13 to 2 to win Group E. These are the value picks built on squad pedigree, group dynamics, and a decade of African overperformance. Bet the numbers, not the narratives. All selections sourced from regulated operators, June 2026. Gambling carries risk. Play responsibly. Morocco's odds tighten from 60 to 1 to 50 to 1. Ivory Coast stands 13 to 2 to top Group E against Germany. The trend is clear. Africa's value is real. Whoever wins, you profit.
SuperPunters.